What's your like favorite podcast right now?
I'm listening to The Adventure Zone. Have you ever listened to that?
Yeah. My girlfriend's been listening to that a little bit.
Yeah.
She kind of like waned off of it, but like
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm a huge McElroy Brothers fan. Have you listened to My Brother and Me?
Mm-mm.
That's their other podcast they do. So they started that one before Adventure Zone. They're three brothers. Two of them work at Polygon. One of them went to OU, but I don't know what he does for like other podcast stuff now. And they started like a self-help podcast, but it's not really self-help. Like they'll answer like Yahoo questions and stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's very comedy podcast. But they
Sure.
started playing D&D with their dad.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, who's like a radio host, and
wow.
yeah, like a country radio host. And it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm like 30 or 20 to 30 episodes in right now, and it's very like. I've played a few D&D campaigns, and they haven't been super good. But now that I've like now I've listened to the show, I know how I would want my how to run or not.
Yeah.
I don't want to DM, but I would know how I would want to play another D&D game.
Yeah, it really depends on one having a good DM.
Yeah, and
'Cause-
Griffin Griffin, the DM, is so good on that show.
And then just getting a good group of people.
And I think that's what it's been a problem with so far for me is that like everybody's been half interested.
Yeah.
And that's just like, why are we doing this?
Yeah,
if you're not paying
exactly.
attention to what we're doing. Like, and we had a lot of people. We had like 6 or 7 people in our group.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like things would get lost because people were talking to people and stuff like that within the group.
Yeah.
And there'd always be somebody who'd like be like, all right, do we want to do this thing that will obviously move the story along? One person would be like, no, I don't want to. And it'd be like, sick, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just, I mean, and then there's the other extreme, like someone who just like fuck shit up. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Like I was the like first or second campaign I ever did. I only ever really done 2, but like the first one we had a friend, hi Jordan Yates. But like we were at like some tavern or an inn,
Of course,
or whatever, and
as you do.
Yeah, as you do. And he was like, "I'm going to burn the place down." I was like, "Dude, like this isn't even like important to anything. What are you doing?"
You know what's really funny? On my last team, we accidentally burned down the place
okay,
that we were in, where we met. But yeah, no, it makes me. I don't have the time to put into like a D&D campaign in my life right now.
Yeah.
But when I do, I feel very like way better prepared for it.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
like, oh, you really want to do this? You really want to? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of being like, oh, my friends are doing that, I'll do it too. But I don't care at all.
Yeah.
You know. So that's been good. What have you been listening to?
So since I've been really into philosophy lately, there's a podcast called Philosophize This.
Okay, cool.
And it's been going on since like 2013. And so there's like over 100 episodes. And I'm just like, the dude literally like talks about important philosophers over time.
Oh, that sounds cool.
And so like it started with like pre-Socratic philosophers. I'm on like Avicenna was the last one. And before that was St. Augustine. And so it's like the important points that they've made over time. It's just like I'm basically getting like an associate's degree in philosophy, basically.
Yeah. Would you recommend that to somebody who's like interested in philosophy?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is it a good like first kind of like getting into philosophy kind of thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He definitely sums stuff up in a way that is understandable and relatable, and it's never going to be like, what even is he talking about right now?
Yeah. Do they go over like their ideas and stuff also? Okay, that's cool because like philosophy is something that's really interesting, but I feel like it's really tough kind of to get into sometimes.
I feel like maybe a lot of times people don't understand because we live in the 20th century and we have 20th century philosophers that like sort of like spiral into themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, oh, the metaphysics of the blah, blah, blah turn into... And then a lot of people get really put off by that because it's incredibly complex.
Yeah.
But philosophy is kind of everything. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah. It's just a time investment. Rather than like doing an audiobook or something, I'm just like... catching up on that podcast.
Yeah, totally.
And so,
well, that's like an audiobook on its own.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like it's like an entire history philosophy book
Yeah.
as a podcast, which is great.
It's really interesting that you mentioned like you getting like an associate's degree from a podcast, because it's so wild to me like how you can learn like what you want to learn in today's age if you find the right things. Like I learned Ableton before I even went to music school, like from YouTube. And I was talking to my friend Adrian like the other day, and we were just talking, like we were texting, talking about how like it's really sick that they're learning Blender, the 3D imaging, 3D render app, and they're learning it all on YouTube. And and I was just like, that's so wild that you're just learning it on YouTube. Yeah, you know, and that's so cool. Like it's so cool that we live in a time where we can just learn that stuff. If like you're like, oh, I want to learn how to play piano, there's a whole YouTube playlist of learning piano. Or I want to learn how to sing. You know, it's so cool to me.
Yeah, and I mean, like a lot of the schools that are teaching this stuff also use that. And so it's like, we're spending a lot of money to like come to school, and then it's like, we're going to show you a YouTube video. And it's like, I could have done this for free anyway.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. There's sometimes I've been in a class and they've played and they're like, all right, you've come to class and we're going to watch a YouTube video or we're going to watch a movie. It's like, do I really?
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing for me are classes that are like, read this book and that's the class. And I'm like, sick. I love reading. But like, did I have to pay like $1,000 to like read a book? Yeah, I could have done that at home. You know,
exactly. I could have bought this book, and then especially with classes that you have to take.
It sucks. And that's the thing that sucks about like college is like things are like that are always going to be there, and it's just like really hard to like, how can I put this? Push your way through those frustrating moments to see the good in college. Because like a year ago, I was really close to dropping out of college. Like I was in a really bad rut, and I was like couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Now I'm great because I'm like, one semester left. Let's do this. You know, bring it on. I mean, but I was just in classes that weren't really interesting me because I had to take them, and I was just like, dang, like. Why I forgot what I was getting at, but like it's just really interesting to me that like sometimes college is like feels that way. It's like I have to get through this bull crap that I don't like to feel the good to learn the things I really want to learn. Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like at this point, and this isn't like to, I guess, question anyone who is majoring in like one of those fields, but like at this point, it might be more prudent to get your degree basically off of YouTube or like through a podcast instead of like instead of getting like a philosophy degree or something.
I think the things that are valuable about degrees and going to college in person is like connections. And I know like people are like, oh, I'm going to music school, I'm going to make connections. But I mean like actually like having a one-on-one relationship with your professor. Like my relationship with like Kevin and Dustin is way like means a lot more to me than like listening to a guy on YouTube. And you know, like, and like, is that like worth the money? Some people yes, some people no. But also I've thought about this a lot, and I asked myself, like, okay, I've been through 5 years of college now, or I'll be at 5 years at the end of next semester, and I'll have my degree. Do I regret going to college? And my answer would be no. Yeah. Because I've learned so much, and it's made me the person that I am today, and I feel so prepared to do the things I want to do now. Yeah. And I found out about a career choice that I wanted to do because I went to college. But is it right for everybody? No, you know, definitely not. Like financially, and like some people just can't learn that way, and that's totally real. And I know people. Do you have the thing sometimes where you're in college and you're like, man, all my friends that didn't go to college are kicking ass right now, and I'm like, sometimes I wish I didn't go to college, but then I remember like, oh, I'm gonna kick so much more ass when I get out of college because I went to college.
It's kind of weird though because we live in a time where that is becoming increasingly less true, to where it's like, oh, my friends that didn't go to college are having a really hard fucking time because everything sucks.
Super, yeah. I think it's weird because like my musical friends that didn't go to college are just doing music stuff, and that's why I'm like, oh, you're killing it. But also like they're working a day job like I am right now also. You know, so it's not really that different in that way. Yeah. But I know I totally agree. Like it's really interesting to see how it's really interesting to go into college and then being like seeing my friends that don't go to college and seeing what they did and seeing the things that went bad and not well because they didn't go to college.
Yeah.
Because like there's some of my friends that are killing it because they didn't go to college, and that was just their thing. And I'm like, hell yeah, do your thing.
Yeah.
And some friends, I'm like, you're working a job you hate, and you want to do something, but I don't know. It's really tough. It's really hard because also education is a very lavish, like you have to have money or you have to like get in debt to do it, and it's like some people are just not willing to do that, which is totally fair. Yeah.
And so I mean, I had Jared Lee Kites on recently.
We're friends on Facebook. I don't know him personally though.
He like dropped out of college, but like I mean, the Lunar Laugh is doing great. They're doing they got awesome gigs. Their albums are awesome, and so you don't have to go to college.
Not at all. Yeah, and it all counts about your situation. Being honest with yourself and being like, do I really want to deal with the bullshit for the good?
Yeah.
But I'm really thankful that I did. And I mean, like, I feel it's just like we were talking about earlier. Like, it's just so wild to think about the person that I was when I decided I'm going to go to ACM.
Yeah.
And the person I am now.
Yeah.
Like, just the completely different person.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's so much more that goes into that than just college. But, like, it's shaped me in some ways, you know?
Actually, there's a question I forgot to ask you.
Yeah, perfect. What's up?
Why music and not like a real job?
I just like music way too much. I'm too much of a music nerd. Yeah. I wanted to be a music journalist for 2 years. I went to journalism school, and then I was like, wait, I'm not being honest with myself, and I want to make the music, not write about it.
Yeah.
It's very like it's been my life for so long, and that's wild to think about. Actually, it's just like I've been into music, and it's been my thing, and I think not my thing, but a thing I like for so long, and it's just really interesting to me. It's still fun. It's still cool. It still makes me pumped. And I think that's what's really cool about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I had a family that raised me on music and stuff like that, so that was the groundwork for it.
Yeah, but it does get like scary for the parents, at least. 'Cause
my parents did not want me to go to music school.
Yeah.
My mom, I love my mom. I love her to death. She is one of the best people, one of the most amazing people in my life. Did not want me to go to music school.
Yeah.
My dad was like, oh yeah, follow your dreams, whatever. But and I get it. It's scary. It's scary being like, ooh, you're getting an art degree. I don't know about that. Or go back to journalism school. But like, she just wants me to get a bachelor's, and every time I see her, she's just like, my baby's getting a bachelor's. I'm so proud. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on the standard too, because like my parents kind of the same way too. They're like, at least get a degree.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's exactly where my mom's at too. They're like, if you have a degree in something, that will help way more than you think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But still, it's like, doing music. Like, is there a thing to do in that?
Yeah. Is there money to be made? Well, same thing can be said about every other job right now.
Right.
Yeah. And I think if you're putting money into something like that, you might as well do something you like.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like if I was over at main campus doing like journalism right now, I'd be miserable. I'd be like not wanting to go to school. But I'm thankful that I get to go to this school and have fun and at least learn something. You know, every class has its own like how much it affects me meter. You know, how much do I really want to take away from this? But I learned something from it. Yeah, you know, and that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that even the classes that I've had to take that I'm like, fine. Yeah. I've still gotten something out of it. Yeah. And so, like, even with, like, music culture here is, like, one of those, like everyone has to take it, and if you're not, like, that into it,
that was very the class I was thinking of, too.
Class.
Yeah.
But, like, even still, I mean, I took that with Patrick, and so it was a lot more fun that way.
I wish I took it with Patrick. I love Patrick.
The other thing about Patrick, hi Patrick, is that like if you get him on a tangent, he'll just go.
And I love that about him because he's just so passionate about the things that he likes, and that's really cool.
It's anything. Like if you say like a sliver of a thing that relates to a thing that he can go on about, he'll like ooh, I got this. And
Yeah,
then
go,
like,
he go. Yeah. Which is with teachers you don't like, it really sucks. But with teachers you like, it's really sick. I love Patrick.
Yeah.
Like actually, the songwriting and demo building class we had together is the first class I've had with Patrick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny too. Is like, no offense, Patrick, I guess, but like sometimes I felt like he forgot
The question
that he had the class.
Oh yeah, super. I mean, it's a different teaching style. Everybody has their own ways. There's no right or wrong to it, and it doesn't relate to everybody. But,
I had to like email him once to be like, hey, remember how you said you were gonna
do this
send
thing?
us a time? You should
Do that.
Can we get that?
Yeah, super. Hey, nobody's perfect.
No, I mean, he's like one of the busiest people here because he like halfway runs this place too. So
yeah, exactly. And it's really interesting. Some of my professors that I like feel the best, like I have the best relationship with, don't really relate. Their teaching style doesn't relate the most with me sometimes. You know, like there's people where I'm like, oh, I love you as a person, and you're so important to me, and I'm so glad that I can learn under you. But I don't like how some of the things you do. Like I don't think this is the best way to teach it. You know?
Yeah.
So it's cool being like, cool. I'm learning I'm taking in what I can.
Yeah.
And you know what's really interesting is like I was thinking about this today. I had this like really weird. I had a really long break between classes because we did those interviews instead of going to a full class. I had like a 3-hour break between classes, and I kept running into my professors and talking to them. Like I ran into Dustin, and then we hung out and talked for a while. And then I ran into George Lang and talked to him for a while. I love George so much.
He was on a podcast.
He was?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
And then I ran into Patrick. And it's really interesting feeling like I feel like I'm becoming a peer to my professors now. Yeah. Where I'm like, they're not like this, like, oh man, they're my professor. They know so much more than me. And like, I've got to work with Kevin Lively one-on-one for an internship. So I definitely feel like, even there, I'm like, Kevin's like a mastermind. Kevin and Dustin and everybody I'm talking about is a mastermind in their own way. But it's very nice feeling like, oh, hey, there's my friends, being like, there's my professor.
Yeah.
And that's really cool.
Yeah.
And that kind of goes back to the whole like college experience.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess we have a unique perspective in that is that, we're not dealing with like doctors with tenure or whatever.
Yeah.
We're dealing with people that work in the industry. And so we talk to our teachers and on a first name basis. And we like, I have Nick Lay's number. Like, what?
I went to a show one of my friends was playing in town. Found out it was a house party that Dr. Pants was playing. And I saw him live. It's so weird. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And it's cool though. Like, it's really cool making these friendships and these being one-on-one with these professors.
Yeah.
Because that, like, those experiences are like the things that I'm really going to like hold on to for the rest of my life. And I'm going to like want to get a beer with my professors like later on in my life. I'm going to want to hang out with them.
Yeah. And I think that's the point that everyone should get to at school because I think certain departments may not have that.
Yeah.
But
it's a lot tougher when it's like a 60-year-old dude who's all upset all the time.
Yeah. Which there is like one of those dudes in the music school. Like, but at the same time, the people who do get to know him, and this is like the point I was going to make, is like whenever you get to the point with your professors where you know them and you can talk to them like people.
Yeah.
That's what you should get most out of going to college.
Yeah, super.
You get real connections with people rather than just like the piece of paper that you paid thousands of dollars for.
And that's like you said, that's super way more valuable. Yeah. Like I've been thinking about that so much and it makes me really appreciative of my experiences I've had with that. And it's also like kind of like making music, like those connections you have with people is also really important.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's like I ran into Trapani at a bar like 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, "Oh, I didn't know you're in town." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just hanging." And I talked to him for a minute. I was like, "Okay, see you, dude." Like
yeah, exactly.
It's very cool, and it's not weird. It's not weird, and it's very like these are. But also the really cool thing about professors having a student professor relationship is that they want to help you.
Yeah.
So I've talked about talked to my professors being like, hey, post college, I might be moving to this place or over here. I might be trying to do this. Do you know anybody who could? Do you know anybody in that area? And they're like, oh yeah, just hit me up when you actually move out there, and I'll talk to people I know. And that's so cool that we're gonna have these resources for the rest of our lives, and these friends for the rest of our lives, and these peers for the rest of our lives who want to help you because that's like the relationship. That's what they want to do as a professor. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I know there's some people that don't get to have that in college, and it really sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, I went to this school, and my teachers didn't want to help at all, or they didn't know anybody, and they couldn't help.
Or you're dealing with, like, this 200-person, like, lecture hall.
Yeah.
And just nobody gets to talk to anyone because it's just you show up to class, and then you pull all-nighters, and then and then that's that.
I've been to those classes, and it sucks. I don't even remember who my professor was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
And kind of going back to like why we chose music, like I couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
Either.
I super feel the same way. I mean, there's stuff that I also want to do. Like I think the analog circuitry stuff is kind of pulling away from like creative music. It is in its own way.
Yeah.
It's connected in some way. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think about other like majors I could have gone into. And I really don't want to. Exactly. I really don't want to. Yeah. I tried the one that I was kind of interested in, and I wanted to do radio stuff, but there's not really a place for that anymore. Yeah. We're doing a podcast right now because that's what that's turned into. But
exactly,
which is really cool. Yeah, I tried the one thing that I was also interested in, and I was like, oh, this isn't really going to go the way I think it was going to go. So I might as well go with something I'm more passionate about and more risk, possibly more reward.
Yeah, because like even now that like I guess I've been sort of like shitty and privileged about it, but like like looking at jobs and I'm like, I don't want to sell shit anymore.
Yeah, no, totally.
Like, and I mean, I don't want to like, oh, how can I help you?
Yeah.
Because I don't care.
Yeah. Have you worked those kind of retail jobs?
Not like specifically. I did work at Sprouts for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, we talked about this. Yeah.
So, I mean...
But that's part of it, too. There's that guest service. Like, I can't act like myself. I have to be what this company wants me to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that. And I have a company that... I've thankfully worked for a company that I'm feel good enough about that like sure, I don't hate it as much as other jobs I've had. Yeah. But yeah, even then I'm like, I really don't want to do this for like more than like 5 years of my life. I don't have to, Yeah. But I think it's important to know that because there's people that are just like, I'm gonna do this. I'm okay with this. There's people that put their priorities on other things in their life, and that's totally real. But I think you and I have that in common where we're just like, wow,
I can't.
I can, but I can only do it for so long,
Yeah.
But it's a lot. It's super weird. Going on to that tangent, like it's super weird working a retail job.
Yeah.
And how I think about like the not the philosophy, but the psychology that goes into like retail jobs a lot, where like you have to act like a person that you're not and stuff like that.
And it's weird to me, and I don't know how it is for like people who have done this, but like one of my managers and I'm like friends with him. He's a really cool dude, but like one of my managers from Sprouts, like he like didn't go to college. He just like worked there for a long time and then just kind of like moved up in the ranks and just like that's just what he does.
Which if they're happy, more power to them, you know?
Right. But like, he's like a really big gamer. Yeah. And like he like has been really into Overwatch or whatever. And it's like I don't understand. Like I'm weird, I guess, and I don't understand how.
Yeah, no, I super get that. Like I have friends, and this isn't a dig at this mentality. It's just something I don't relate to. I have friends that are very like, I'm going to go work my day job and I'm going to go drink and I'm going to party and that's it.
Yeah.
And then there's more to them, obviously, than that. That's very like, but like, they're like, oh, what do you like to do? Oh, I like this, I like working this job and I like partying.
Yeah.
Which is like, cool. That's what you like to do. But like, I look at it and I'm like, I don't relate to that at all. I don't want to do that. I just feel very. It's really weird because it's like I don't think that what they're doing is any less valuable than what I'm doing.
Right, right.
Like because they're living their life and they're doing what they want to do with their life. But it's very just like, whoa, that's wild. I don't relate to that at all.
Yeah,
and it's super weird seeing that on a regular. Like, my friends will be like, I'll work like one night and they'll be like, oh, do you want to go out drinking or you go to a bar? And I'll be like, sometimes I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll go out tonight.
Yeah.
And then the next day they'll be like, do you want to go to a bar? Do you want to go out drinking? And I'm like, whoa.
Did that last night.
Yeah,
like,
we just did that last night. And it's just kind of wild to me. I'm like, dang, y'all, and that's super real. It's just, there's a whole culture to it.
Yeah.
But it's just something I don't relate to.
Yeah. I'm also like I was telling you, I don't drink coffee. I don't drink. I
drink very minimally. Like I didn't drink till I was 21 because of like past family. No, that's a part of it, but also like that is super a part of it, and that kind of goes with that like religion conversation we had. But also addiction in my family is like a super thing, and I was like, I don't want to drink this till I feel like I'm ready, and I haven't. I mean, like, I haven't smoked any drugs in my life. I'm not like anti, stuff.
But
I'm like
either, but I haven't, and it's just like
it's not my thing. Yeah, it's not my thing.
Exactly.
It's just like I've seen it. I know what's going on there. More power to you if you can do that. But like,
I do want to try.
That's totally real, and that's how I was with drinking. And now I'm like, I could have a drink every once in a while. I like the social aspect to it.
Exactly.
And that's cool. But I don't like I've gotten like drunk maybe like once in my life and I fucking hated it.
Yeah.
I fucking hated it so much. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now. I'm having a bad time. And I was like, I'm not doing this again. So
Yeah, I was talking to a friend recently who stopped drinking, but like he got blackout drunk.
Oh God, that sounds
and
terrible.
like the next day he like was asking people, what did I do?
Oh yeah, super. Yeah. No, I have friends like that.
And they were like, do you want the short story or the long version? Like, what?
And it's just wild. It's wild that our culture like is like, oh yeah, drinking's totally cool. Like that could be a thing that's totally fine, even though like it ruins relationships and destroys people. Like, oh, it's cool. Like it's totally fine. It's so weird that they like that has a culture behind it. And I get it. Like I know people who work in that industry, but it's just weird to me. I guess as somebody who doesn't drink regularly, and I think there's cool. Like I've had drinks that taste great. I'm like, this is sick.
Yeah.
I don't like beer that much. It tastes like butt to me, and I'm like, people are like, oh no, taste this beer. It tastes like this, and this, and I taste it. I'm like, this. It's like kind of like a coffee with you. I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
I don't have the palate for this.
Like I get it. Like I understand.
I totally get why you like this. Yeah.
And I've had sips of alcohol too, where people are like, "Oh, are you sure?" And it's like, I'm good. I still don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think being aware of that's good. And it's very like, there's so many different reasons why people get into alcohol and get addicted to it. It's so scary. And I think that like seeing that in my family growing up, I was just like, you know what? I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just not,
Yeah.
And so
and then people around here like get arrested for possessing like a gram of weed.
Oh yeah,
and it's like,
so wild. And then like you're in California and people are smoking weed on the streets.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
it's so, and like the whole culture behind that is even more problematic, lack of a better word. But like, like here's a bunch of people who can smoke weed, and here's a black person that's in jail for 5 years because they had like 1 ounce on them. You know? And like, it doesn't make sense in my brain. Like it doesn't make sense why this should exist. And that kind of goes with like the religion thing we're talking about, where people are like, weed is bad and it's bad for Christianity, but I am going to get blackout drunk and that's okay.
Well, like it's just one of those things in our culture where people like just, I don't know, double think.
Yeah, totally. And I get it. I get where it comes from, but like, come on, dude. Like, you think like some dude who has some weed on him should go to jail for 5 years. And if it's usually POC people, a POC person should go to jail for 5 years, and then a white person without weed should go. That's racism. But like a POC person with a little bit of weed on them should go to jail for 5 years. But like some dude who got blackout drunk and like was like hurt somebody. It's like,
it happens.
Yeah,
That's just
no,
alcohol.
That's alcohol. You gotta can't hold your liquor, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it's like maybe there's something wrong
Yeah.
here with, and I mean who everybody knows that, but it's just really hard. It's really weird thinking about it.
Yeah. And I mean, there's like lots of instances in culture of like double think like that. And I mean, I was born in Venezuela, and I came here the day I turned 6, and so I
cool.
basically grown up here.
Yeah,
but
totally.
I still have like a slight amount of separation to where at least I've been able to like take a step back and go like, why?
Yeah. And I'm sure like you're still connected with your family from Venezuela, right?
Not really, 'cause,
okay.
like,
I'm sure Venezuela culture still seeps its way into your life in some ways.
yes.
Yeah.
But like the way people are, so like one real big cultural thing is with family. So in Hispanic culture, one, like kids stay with their parents until they don't.
Yeah. There's no like you're 18 and you're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems like really shitty in one direction, where it's like this wealthy white class or white middle upper class family is like, cool, you're 18, get the hell out.
Yeah.
It's like, we can totally support you anyways, but get the hell out.
Yeah, super.
So,
it's weird that culture exists.
What? And then in the opposite direction too, it's like, oh, we're, you know, rednecks that like once you're 18, I want to get back to all my drinking or whatever, so like, get the hell out.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
It's still the same thing, but like he's like, take care of each other.
Yeah, super. And it's interesting you say that, because like I grew up in a culture where it was like, yeah, once I move out, I got to be moved out forever. And I had to move back in with my mom because of financial stuff. I went to UCO. I was going to OU for a year. And it was weird. It was weird for me because I had to like face those things, those kind of cultural like views.
Yeah.
And I'm probably going to have to move in with my mom before I move out of state a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to have to face it again. But also like, those are bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. It's
yeah.
like, oh no, like you.
I'm saving money.
Am I less of an adult because I have to like move back in with my parents? Like, no. Your mom loves you and she'll take care of you.
Yeah, it
So,
counts. It counts.
cool.
I mean, there's obviously situations where people are outstaying their welcome.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's super real in its own thing. But like when your parents like, cool, you need to save some money for a bit before you do move across the United States. Yeah, totally. Move back in. Like, yeah. I shouldn't feel negative about that.
Yeah.
What should I do? Get an apartment for 2 months? No. Like that's bullshit. Like,
plus you have to like pay an extra fee for like breaking the lease. Or
yeah,
something.
exactly. It doesn't make sense. And I think it's just weird. I think it's really important. I mean, I'm sure you feel that way with like philosophy stuff, where it's really good to like question what culture puts on yourself. Where you're like, why do I feel this way about this way? Why do I feel negative about like this aspect of me? And
yeah. So like another part of American culture similar to that is what people do with like their parents and grandparents. In Hispanic culture, like as soon as the grandparent like isn't able to take care of themselves, they just like move back in with the family.
Yeah.
And they're just a part of the family.
Yeah.
And like so recently, since like shit's going down in Venezuela, my aunt, my mom's sister, has been living with us for like the past few months.
Oh, cool.
And like, but like that's just that. Like she's just a member of the family, and she's just like there now. Like, but there's no like, oh, I gotta take care of this other person. Or like,
super.
I have this intrusive person in my like. No, it's just we're family, and that's that. But like, then what happens with grandparents?
Yeah, we're like,
oh, you're just going straight to a home.
Yeah, and I mean, I think about that also a lot because like I want to take care of my family, but I might not be living in the same state. I mean, obviously, it's like something I'll have to deal with when I get there. Like, there's no like I gotta plan it now. But yeah, like nobody wants, I mean, I'm sure there's some shitty people that want us in their family to a home because they're that. But I wouldn't want to do that to people I care about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's important to think about though whenever like to me, family is somebody who takes care of you when there's somebody in your family who isn't. reciprocating that feeling.
Yeah.
Because like just because they're family doesn't mean they're always family and that's just how it is and like you always gotta love them.
Right.
No, like if somebody's hurting you and being and
get the hell out.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, exactly. So I think it's levels of that, and I agree with you. That's a really interesting difference between cultures, and like like I don't want to do that to my mom. You know, like, and it's weird because like I'll probably not be living in the state forever, so like that dynamic of my family's going to completely change. You know, and it's interesting.
Yeah. But that specific situation would like kind of sort itself out, but like more so, it's the people that do it on purpose. Like,
oh yeah, super.
Yeah, so it's like
literally.
I'm not putting you back in my life. Go over there.
Yeah, and I mean, people are shitty, dude. Yeah. That's been a reoccurring theme with our conversation.
Oh, yeah. And so, like, the major, like, cultural thing that is just my biggest pet peeve is just the pure selfishness that is American culture.
Oh, super. Yeah. I mean, like, super living in the Midwest. That's a big thing. I feel like. I don't know. I mean, people say like, "Oh, Oklahomans are so nice." Yeah, they're like nice and they'll like hold the door open for you. But like
that's like manners.
Yeah. They won't like they drive slower on the highway. Like I get it. But like people, it's really weird how people are that way. And it's like I get it. You got to take care of yourself. Like, what level do you feel like American culture is affected by
every single goddamn level?
Yeah. Do you feel like I could see already how like in the family alone in Venezuelan culture is a lot different.
Yeah, and I mean, like I'm hardly Venezuelan. Like,
yeah,
I can't.
But it's in your life. But it's in your life. You know, you're not like me where I've been raised in Oklahoma my whole life by a white family. You know, you have a different culture than I do.
Right.
Yeah, and it's important to see both of those.
Yeah, but like let's say, because you mentioned driving, like the truck will cut you off because you're driving the speed limit.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get there like marginally, like 2 seconds sooner.
Yeah.
Or we're gonna get to the same red light.
You're just gonna chill by that person and be like, "Ah, look what happened."
Yeah. Oh, hey, like...
Yeah. I think there is a lot of importance in American culture when it comes to like now, right now.
Yeah.
And that's just Western culture in general. But I think that pressure is also really scary as an artist, where it's like I feel like I have to make everything right now and I have to do everything right now.
Yeah.
Like we've had a conversation with that about like career stuff, feeling like, wow. Like at the beginning of the semester, I was feeling very like, oh man, I'm behind because I'm now finding this career thing I'm interested in.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Like, oh man, everybody's gonna be ahead of me, and I don't know as much as other people in the class, or like, oh man, I haven't done all these things career wise that I want to do, but like, I've learned so much, and that stuff takes longer than you expect it to. And I think like it's really scary, like the importance on like Western culture puts on like, oh, you have to know everything right now and right now. Yeah. Where like the driving thing is a perfect example. Like maybe I should just chill out, and maybe I should just take a minute to relax, or maybe I should just enjoy this drive, or maybe I'm just going to eat this sandwich without looking at my phone the whole time and enjoy this area around me. Or maybe I should put my phone on silent. And that's been important for me lately.
Yeah.
As somebody who's like grown up with internet culture, jumped full head in.
Oh, yeah.
Been stuck in it, got really depressed because of the internet culture, got out of it, and now is finding this weird balance. Yeah. Where it's like,
yeah, Tumblr eats itself.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I wasted like 2 years of my life on Tumblr. But like, and I hate to be like the person. No, I'm not going to say that because I'm not being like detached, dude. Just like get out there and like see the world instead of looking at your phone, because that's just as valuable. I have so many friends that I get to be in contact with all the time, and
technology's a tool.
Yeah, exactly. Technology's sick. It's not this thing where it's like, oh, these robots are killing you, and they're gonna, or like, oh, dude, you don't know reality because
you can build a house with a hammer, or you can bash someone's head in.
Yeah, exactly. It's a perfect analogy. But man, sometimes it's good to just like maybe I don't need to look at Twitter right now, or maybe I don't need to look at, there's no reason for me to look at Facebook ever, but maybe I don't need to look at Facebook. Maybe I used Tumblr for a while. I'm not even on Tumblr anymore. I mean, my blog's still up, but I don't use it regularly. But I mean, when I was in high school, I would just go home and get on Tumblr, and that was my life for a really long time. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe there's things that are more important than the self-importance that comes from social media.
Yeah. I mean, I spend most of my time on Facebook of the social medias, but I'd share a bunch of memes.
Yeah. And that's
that's
real.
what I do on Facebook, basically.
There's a lot of hot memes on Facebook.
Yeah. And that's I don't know. I don't get into arguments with people. I share my podcast.
Yeah.
That's I share memes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so you can use it however you want.
Yeah. And that's what's really cool about social media is you can create your own. It's also really scary, but you can create your own what you want to create with it.
Right.
But also realize that there's always so much more than what you see other people posting. You know, you're like, oh man, all these people are having fun, and I'm studying for this test. But it's also they're also probably doing that too. You know?
Yeah. And I try to call myself out on that shit too. It's I'll post something on Instagram and oh my gosh, I got 36 likes. Oh, that's great.
I'm important. I feel important because of this.
Yeah. And then it's these people don't know you, and they only liked your picture because you used the correct hashtags.
Yeah, exactly. I feel I post a lot of selfies, and that's been really cool because I feel it's helped me build my confidence a lot and the way I view myself. So I think that stuff like that for social media can feel great.
Yeah.
And now I feel I shouldn't feel positive about the way I look because other people like it, but sometimes it's been nice to be other people think I'm good looking or feel. And when you look yourself in the mirror, you're oh, I hate the way I look, and people are oh no, you actually look sick. Yeah. That's good. And it's I've grown from that where now I can accept myself, and not because other people like the way I look, because I've learned to accept myself through the help of other people. Yeah. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, going with Western culture and self-importance, social media is the perfect example of that, I feel like.
Yeah. And again, really just take care of each other is so...
And take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. But if everyone's taking care of each other, then you don't have to take care of yourself.
I agree.
I mean, yes, it's on feeble footing, but that's... Yeah.
No, I get what you're getting at.
We have to... Because we can't do everything by ourselves.
No, can't. And that's another thing that I'm really learned that I've been bad about in my past, where I'm just I can do it myself. I don't need the help of other people. And then I look at artists or I look at people I look up to, and I'm oh, they had help a bunch of people. They got help from a bunch of people. And it's not just this one person in their room making their music and being here's this professional sounding thing because I made it in my room. It's no, there's so much more to it than that. And it's kind of liberating though at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Being oh shoot, okay, maybe I don't.
It's not all just me.
Yeah, and that's cool. And with anything in life, where it's just oh man, this person didn't learn this thing on their own. They learned it because they met this person who met this person, or I don't know. It's liberating to know that you don't have to do it all yourself, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. And then to a certain extent, also give the credit where it's due.
super. And I mean, there's the facade in the music industry that you like to think everybody did it themselves, the artists did it themselves and wrote everything themselves and did it alone, but no.
Right. Yeah. No, Taylor Swift is a product of many millions of dollars just contributing to it, and then she's just kind of the face of it.
Yeah. And even on a lower level, somebody a indie artist, we were talking about in class, Perfume Genius had that song Exploder. And in the song Exploder, it played his demo version of his song. And that producer was such as much of a crafting of that song as much as he was. And that's cool. That's totally cool. It doesn't devalue what he added to it. Doesn't devalue what the producer adds to it.
Yeah.
That's really liberating to me. I think, where you're oh, shoot. Okay.
Yeah, and even last night I helped Sierra with her song.
Cool.
And I was making creative decisions.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm not taking credit for this song. Like,
Yeah.
it's not my song.
Yeah.
But, like, I helped, and, like, I kept asking her, like, cool, did this help? Like, are you happy with, like, what I contributed? She's like, oh, yeah, definitely. So,
Yeah.
like, taking care of each other, but, like,
Yeah, that goes with it.
yeah.
Yeah, collaborating and
We're not
creating.
alone.
Exactly. You're not alone.
There's also aliens.
Oh,
No,
yeah. Ancient Aliens meme where the guy has his hands up. Yeah.
But, and then the other thing is, like, money.
Oh, yeah. the root of...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we're going to go...
No, yeah, like, it basically is the root of all my problems. Like,
super.
I'm incredibly happy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm happiest now than I've ever been in my life.
Actually, no,
either through, like, philosophy or whatever
Yeah.
it is, but, like, money is the bane of my existence.
No, and it's really cool that you mentioned that because, like, I am in a way better place than I was, like, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so wild feeling that way. Do you have that thing where you're like... We'll get to the money thing, but, like, do you ever have, like, a moment where you're like... Do you, like, evaluate, like, how you felt in the past and how you feel now, and you're like, dang, I'm really appreciative?
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Like, there are times when I'll look back and I'm like, who's that guy?
Yeah, super. Yeah.
So, I mean, like, even... so recently, Sable and I had our 8-year anniversary.
Oh, yeah, I saw. Congratulations.
And so, thank you. I was an entirely different person
Yeah.
when we first started.
Yeah.
And, like, 2 years in, 4 years
Of
in,
course.
whatever. Like, just entirely different person. And so was she.
Yeah. But if y'all grew together and that makes y'all are healthy
Exactly.
together, that's super cool.
Yeah. But, like, yeah, I'll look back and be like, wow, I've grown so much. And
Yeah.
I'm, like, so much better to myself. And
Yeah,
just better
super.
as myself.
And the thing that's always weird to me is, like, man, the things that are important to me 2 years ago are not important to me now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm like, I just want to, like, there's things where I'm like, super superficial things that were important to me 2 years ago. Kind of going with that whole, like, social media thing.
Yeah.
They're important to me then, and I'm like, now I'm just like, oh, whatever. Yeah, like, I know what I'm doing here, and I feel comfortable with myself, and I know my path, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, maturing's cool is what I'm trying to get at, but, like, yeah, it's really nice feeling that. I think that's, like, been really good lately, being like, whoa, my life's in a way better place than it was
Exactly.
a year ago. And it's hard to sometimes to think that way when you're frustrated, when you're like, why is this going on, But, like, at the same time, you're like, oh, shoot, man, a year ago was so much more. It was so much tougher. Like, 2 years ago, it was so much more tougher. But going with the money thing, yeah, money's the same way with me. Like, if money wasn't a thing that I had to worry about, I'd be killing it right now.
Yeah,
I'd just be, like, going, you know?
Yeah. And
But I gotta work, you know?
Yeah, and it's just like it really, especially lately because of the economy being what it is and not being allowed to live.
Yeah, super.
Like, if you're poor,
Yeah.
you don't get to.
Yeah, sorry. You're not rich. Sorry, dude.
Yeah.
Just we deserve more money. Totally. Yeah, no, yeah. It's fucking tough to live in America right now if you're poor. And middle class is tough too.
Yeah.
And it fucking sucks. And it pisses me off beyond all beliefs that, like, getting into politics, that, like, these rich assholes, like, are like with the tax bill, like, like, yeah, totally. This is what these are the tax brackets that should be in place now, and these are not fucked up at all. Yeah, and they, like, you're just so out of tune with how actually the world is. Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Yeah, I was looking at, like, James Langford's Twitter, and he was like, oh, like, so glad that we got to help, like, middle class families with, like, passing this bill, and it's, are you fucking serious, dude?
No,
like,
yeah, you're completely missing the point. Yeah.
And, like, I know people who know him personally, who, like, go to church with him or have, like, gone to, like, Falls Creek with him. And so, like,
man, you're missing the point.
Right. It's like, how do you be a real person in the world and, like, also, again, double think, like, just, yeah, there were some terrible things in this thing, and I know,
Yeah.
But I have to keep this public face about like, oh, look, 130 economists approve this bill. And like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like
1,000 of them hate it.
yeah, well, sure, 1,000 of them hate it. And like a lot of the people on that list like aren't real.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild. Damn.
Like one person didn't know that their name was on that list.
Oh,
Another
that
person,
sucks.
like
I hate that.
another person like didn't exist. Another person was like dead.
Oh my goodness. I don't know, dude. When I saw that they had like photocopied it and not only did they do drawings on the side, like writing on the side of it, because they were trying to get it done at that specific time because they know that's the only fucking way it would get passed is by completely fucking over everybody else.
Yeah.
And it was photocopied and some of that stuff was like cut off. Did you see that photo?
No, I didn't.
Okay, there's like one part, there's like a few pages where like they wrote, like they have the type notes in the middle for the bill, and then they wrote some shit on the side, just adding it. And then it's photocopied and it's cut off. It's like, this is our government. This is the government that like represents us when they're doing, this is what they're doing. Like I don't do that in my reports, like in my homework, you know, like this is the people that represent us. It's wild. And, you know, we live in Oklahoma, so it's very like, you and I are very like minority in the way that we like, it's mostly a Republican state.
Yeah.
And it's just wild.
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
like, oh my goodness, I live in this state and these are the people that represent me. Say, like whenever Mary Fallon says shit, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, freedom shakes. No, freedom shakes aren't a real thing. They're earthquakes. Did you hear about that one?
No, I didn't. But
She called the earthquakes that are happening because of, my opinion, oil.
it's I looked into it. It's fracking water disposal. It's not fracking itself, but it's like the disposal of the water that they're just like, they have these wells that are above ground and they just have all this like shitty, dirty water that they used when fracking. And so they're like disposing of the water by just like injecting it into the ground.
Oh, that sucks.
And so like by injecting it into the ground, it's moving shit underground.
That's some Final Fantasy VII shit.
Yeah.
And I have a lot of, me and my sibling always make comparisons to the Devon building to the building in Final Fantasy VII, but that's a whole other conversation.
Sable calls it the Eye of Sauron.
That's hilarious. But yeah, so she was talking about the earthquakes and she called them freedom shakes.
Yeah. That's some like 1940s propaganda.
Yeah,
shit.
I know, right? And that's 2000, like I think that was last year, 2016, when she said that. It's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting thinking about these things that are happening and how terrible everything is. And it has been before. It's not like, oh, now it's all terrible.
Yeah.
There's been terrible shit happening all across the world and in our country constantly.
Yeah.
But it's really exhausting reading about it all the time.
Yeah.
But it's good. We're supposed to. That's when your own. I mean, it's the only way it's going to stop is by getting people talking about it and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
And when your own president says journalism is like, your journalists are like making fake news.
Yeah.
As a journalist major for 2 years, that just pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we are a joke at this point.
Super. Like, I'm sure the rest of the... Well, I mean, there's stuff going on like Brexit and other parts of the U.S. or the parts of the world that are just as shitty.
Yeah.
And like Putin is also questionable and also North Korea. But yeah, we voted for Trump. That's what not majority of not the majority, but the way our fucked up legal system allowed it to happen.
Which I will say, like, because like both sides aren't great in this thing either.
I don't think
like,
the Democratic Party represents me well at all.
Yeah. So like, Hillary Clinton was a really bad option.
Yeah.
So
look, y'all didn't follow what the youth was saying, and you fucked yourself over, Democratic Party, and now they're like, to be like, Bernie would have done it, but Bernie would have done it, and now the Democratic Party does not relate to the youth at all. I'm a Democrat, but I'm not like, oh, the Democratic Party, the DNC's sick. Like, I love it. Like, no, I don't think it represents me well at all.
Right.
And that's why we're seeing radicalism on both sides, which is fucking scary for the right, for me at least, my opinion, that like Nazis and all those kind of people are pretty radical. And I mean, there's radical parts of the left that I also disagree with.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, radical left is all good, but like, damn, dude, radical right fucking sucks.
Yeah. Well, we kind of talked about this earlier, but like, let's just go on to it. I think don't punch Nazis.
I do. I'm all about it. Yeah. And I get your mentality where it's like love conquers.
Well, it's even more so like philosophically and logically, it's a slippery slope.
It is. I agree that it can be a slippery slope, but I also think that, I don't know, let's take the Nazi aspect out of it, okay? If some dude is being racist and saying that like all like that genocide should happen again to like POC people, I'm not gonna feel good about that guy, and I'm not gonna. And if he's not willing to, and the argument's always like, have a nice conversation with him. It's like, no, this dude wants to kill my friends.
Right.
I don't feel good about this. So I'm gonna punch him in the like. I'm sorry that aggression has to be a part of it. I don't want it to be. You know, it's not a thing that I want. It's not a thing where I'm like, oh yeah, I want to punch somebody in the face, or I want to do that. I'm not even a very violent person, you know, but. You can only take it so far where somebody will listen to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think like, again, just the slippery slope is there. So, if it's okay to punch someone, who else is it okay to punch?
That just reminds me of the anti-gay like conversation where it's like the gay get married, then who else is going to get married? Like, what do you mean by who else is good to get punched?
Well, I mean, so okay, like Nazis are okay to punch.
Yeah.
Okay, but what about just a white supremacist? Okay. KKK. Okay, punch them. Okay.
Yeah.
What about someone who's just like
kind of racist?
Pretty racist. No, yeah. I'm going gradually here. Like pretty racist.
Yeah.
But then like
I think
once you're getting to that point,
and
it's getting blurry.
No, I get that. I totally get that. I don't think our culture today would cause something like that, because I feel like the most people who are like, I'm going to punch some Nazis. You're discrediting how actually like intelligent they are, and the way that they're like they're aware of situations that it's okay and stuff like that. Because like, I'm not trying to cause violence to every person. That if somebody's not willing, if somebody's not willing to have a conversation. And it's just like, I want to kill all like POC people, and I want whites like nationalism in Oklahoma or in America. Right. Like, dude, you're not gonna have a conversation with me. I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face. Like, I'm willing to like, I don't know, like, it's very like, would you rather see those people getting into power? And
no, we don't have to, because that's the opposite. It's like, I'm not saying like, let them go.
No, I get you're saying. I get.
Just don't punch them, because that's assault.
Yeah, but also like I see that as getting as, what's the dude that got punched in the face who was like the white nationalist?
Richard
Spencer.
Yeah,
that when he got punched in the face, that is very liberating to the people of that, to people who are anti that.
Yeah.
So that like this dude can get fucking punched in the face and like we're out here being anti him.
No, I know. Like he earned his face punching.
Yeah,
but, like,
exactly. What level is it
assault.
Okay? Yeah, and that's fine that it's assault. And if the government wants to be like, okay, cool, then you're going to jail. Look at why this is happening.
No, I know. Yeah. Like it, but that's the thing, is that you have to work within a realistic means.
Yeah.
And so, like, if you go around punching every single Nazi, like, it's going to become counterproductive at some point.
I totally get that. I totally agree with you in a way and disagree with you in a way. In the way that, like, going around punching every Nazi would be counterproductive if you're just going around punching every Nazi. But when somebody's actually like threatening people in person.
Yeah, but like
Get them
make them lose their job and make them
exactly.
lose,
I think stuff like that on Twitter and people like being like, hey, this
yeah.
person is super a good way to do it also.
Yeah, that's an even better way, because if you punch someone in the face, what are they going to do?
Yeah.
They're either going to fight back.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, depending on who's doing the punching, you don't want them.
Yeah, no,
back.
I gotcha. Yeah.
Or they'll become more radicalized.
Yeah, totally.
So take some of the people that were at Charlottesville.
Yeah.
Not all of them were like complete fucking Nazis.
Yeah.
But let's say someone was there and they were like in a wishy-washy position.
Yeah.
They didn't really expect that it was going to be this bad, but they're not like that against it.
Yeah.
If they show up to a thing and they're like, yeah, I think that, maybe something is bad and I'm confused, but like I feel strongly about this. And then someone goes up and punches you in the face.
Yeah, no,
like,
they're going to be like,
go,
whoa,
oh, okay,
I'm on this side.
Fuck all black people then.
Yeah, no, I get that. I think that it counts on the situation a lot. I don't think it's like I think it really just counts on like what level that person's at. Because I fuck anybody who's that way. Fuck anybody who's even like moderately racist, where they're right. I'm just not willing to. I'm not willing. I think there's levels of it. I think there's levels of it, and I think by you saying like it's a slippery slope, yes, but I think that's like, I think a lot of people are a lot smarter than that. The people represent the group that I'm a part of. And I think people like Richard Spencer should get fucking punched in the face because they're on a platform. And
Richard Spencer, there are better systematic ways of destroying the man.
Yeah. I was super cool with him getting punched though. But I agree with you that the social media way is a really good way. That's where I've seen a lot more happening.
It's more effective.
Yeah, it's more effective, but also I'm down to punch him. That's my mentality. And I get your argument. I get your argument of the slippery slope. I think it's undermined some things.
But I'm brown.
Yeah, totally.
Don't punch Nazis.
Yeah, totally. But
because you're making it worse for me.
Okay. In what way?
In the same way that like if someone who's on the edge, if it's creating more Nazis, it's becoming worse for me.
Gotcha.
If it causes people to assemble and sort of systematically try and fuck me over because they have more power as well.
No, I get that.
Then it's like, oh, look, all brown people are being violent. They're punching Nazis. Okay, well, we're going to systematically fuck these people over.
No,
too.
I totally get that mentality.
And then you have like people who are like actually in power who apparently sympathize with if David Duke is supporting you.
Yeah, why are you?
Slow down there, buddy. But
no, I get where you're getting at. That's totally real. That's totally real.
If more people start assaulting people in that way, then they will systematically fuck people over who are not on that either.
I agree with that. I agree, and I could see how that would fuck you over. I think I'm cool with punching Nazis when, and I'm not like, I don't want like every response to it to be that, because that's not like you said. It's not like productive. The ways of like social media of like putting people's faces and contacting their employers and being like, hey, this person is really terrible, and them losing their job is way more productive. I think whenever there is somebody threatening you in front of your face, that being racist to you, I think you have the right to want to physically assault them if they're being like, yeah, you should die.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like let's punch every person in just for the sake of punching people, but I'm saying when you're put in a situation, I'm cool with it. But I'm doing that in the way that like,
I see that you're being reasonable about it.
Yeah. I'm not saying like. I'm doing it in a way that like wouldn't end up in the way that's fucking you over. Is what I'm saying. I hope you can understand that.
Right. And then the other part is that like the left is eating itself.
Oh, super. Yeah. I mean, I think like I said, doesn't represent me at all.
Well, not even just like Democrats, but like the far left that is going like, you are not progressive enough. I said don't punch Nazis, so I'm a Nazi sympathizer, and so the left can like, take a quote out of this podcast, and I go, whenever I say don't punch Nazis, they can also take out that quote where I said fuck all black people.
Okay, yeah.
And
where you're getting at.
like destroy me.
Well, there is just because somebody falls under a certain mentality doesn't make them like prone from being a terrible person. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Like I had somebody who said something racist to some guy was being like, you're racist to someone I knew, and they're like, but I'm dating a POC person, so I can't be racist. Like, no,
that's not how it works.
That's not how it works at all. And it's like, just because you're liberal and you're extreme, that doesn't mean that you can still not fuck up and make shitty decisions. Like, that doesn't mean that you're like, oh, I'm so liberal that it means like everything I say is right and that's how it is. Like, it's just as problematic as being, I mean, you gotta evaluate the way you're acting and evaluate the conversation you're having with a person and seeing the context of what that stuff is. I'm very, being said that I am very like pro, like, I'm sure you are too, like people getting called out for the bullshit when it comes to like sexual assault and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, or even like the stuff that's happened in like colleges recently where people getting like no platformed.
I don't know anything about that.
So like if a public speaker who has said some negative things, or even just like I guess like old news at this point, but like Milo Yiannopoulos is old news at this point. But like he got no platformed at like a college campus.
At Berkeley, right?
He was supposed to, he was supposed to speak there, and then like the people there just like threatened him with violence or whatever. And, like couldn't.
But I also don't think that dude should have gotten a platform in the first place.
Sure.
Yeah.
But then it also happened with like Richard Dawkins, who like Richard Dawkins is like good for thinking. Like,
I get what you're saying.
And so the left going like, hey, he doesn't like Islam, get him. It's no, like Richard Dawkins is on your side. Like
I think that's a really hard thing to balance, is like you can like things that shitty people do. There's like things like art. There's art. I mean, like I love the Smiths, but I don't agree with Morrissey being like, oh yeah, all that, you shouldn't feel bad. You shouldn't accuse those people of rape. That was something he was like recently talking about. Yeah, it's like the whole like Hollywood stuff. It's really, and that's something I don't know what the answer is to, where it's like, and that's something I deal with a lot. I think about a lot, is like, I can like the art that somebody creates, but also disagree with them. And that's just something that I don't know the answer to. And that's something that I'm just currently thinking about a lot lately. It's kind of like him is a perfect example, where it's like, this guy has pushed science forward so much. But also he's said some shitty shit about religion. I don't know specific. Like
he doesn't say shitty things about Muslims.
Yeah,
he says shitty things about Islam.
Gotcha.
I mean, I say shitty things about all religion. I'm an atheist. Yeah, fuck all religion.
Yeah,
but
exactly. No, I get it. I don't know. I haven't looked into that, so I don't know enough about the situation to comment on it.
But like the left is eating itself.
Oh,
and
I mean,
they're alienating the people who they should be supporting. Like Sam Harris as well, or Majid Nawaz. These are people who like are public like thinkers who have been damaged by the left and gotten like threats, like death threats, because they have a more nuanced view that doesn't quite include all of the things that the left dictates is correct or progressive.
there is going to be extremes on both sides, and you don't have to relate to all of them, you know? Yeah, right. Like I wouldn't say I'm any kind of way right at all. I mean, I don't agree with everything that people on the left do. Yeah. You know, like, and that's what's kind of so polarizing about like being in America right now is like we do have a lot of people that there's extremes on both sides. Yeah. I agree with a lot of the extremes of one side and the other. It doesn't mean I agree with everything that that side does, you know? Yeah. But I agree with you where it's like, dang, there's a lot of extremes and like there's a lot of people doing a lot of shitty shit on both sides. Yeah. And I mean, like, I agree more with like what people are doing on the left, but there's going to be bad people on all sides. I mean, the perfect example is like Democratic people coming out as for sexual assault. Yeah, yeah. Can't be like, oh, this never happens in the left. Like, no, it does. It does. Just because you have a different political view doesn't mean you're going to be there's not going to be any kind of sexual assault or anything like that. Yeah. You got to, I don't know, being aware of being like, maybe I don't relate to different ideas of within this like one group is it's kind of weird because I feel like growing up I've always been like one or the other. And now in like the political climate, I am pretty extreme with a lot of my thought processes. Not in like not like that extreme where I'm like trying to hurt people or stuff like that, but like I don't know, I don't put up with a lot of bullshit is what I'm trying to get at. Right. Yeah, which is like totally my mentality with a lot of stuff. Yeah. And that's good.
Yeah, like, yeah. It's good to not put up with bullshit. Yeah. But it's bad to like
cause more bullshit.
Actively cause more bullshit.
Yeah, and conversations like this are really important for that kind of stuff because you can be in a place where like you're like I'm left and like I have this mentality and that's my mentality. And it's just as it's good to have conversations about it is what I'm trying to get at. Yeah.
I think the final thought on that, and then we're gonna wrap it up, is that don't like define yourself from the box.
Yeah, super. I mean, with everything in life, where being like terms help people in some ways, and like that's what I'm mostly thinking like gender stuff and sexuality stuff, and that's super cool. And if that helps you, totally. But like, you don't have to be one thing. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to be okay with this, and this. Like, you don't have to be like, okay, this is the box I'm within. Like, you can take aspects. Not in a political. I'm saying this. I don't relate it with like politicalness because I'm not. I literally can't think of one thing I agree with it. Right, but like, you don't have to be. You don't have to be as extreme as everybody. If they're taking it in a way that you feel like is negative, you know, like you can stand for the things you believe in and be like, yeah, hell yeah, I'm for this thing. But just because somebody is going like one like deeper into like extremity, you don't have to do that.
Yeah. And I think you kind of even more on like the like gender stuff is that like the way that you put it on like Facebook whenever you were like, hey, I'm like non-binary and I'd like to be referred to as they and them, and if you don't, like, that's fine too. Like, I really appreciate that you were like, you know, like, it's okay if people make mistakes, but like, this is what I prefer. Yeah. And like, that's the best way to do it. Rather than go like, if you don't do this, then we're gonna have a problem and blah blah. Like,
I get that mentality also though, because it can be very hurting to people. You won't really understand that mentality unless you have gender dysphoria, I think, where like it actually hurts to be put masculinity pushed on yourself. I mean, I think there's like, I think it's more my thing is like, look, if you're somebody close to me and you're using he, him, then like, dude, what are you doing? You're doing this because you, of some reason. Yeah. Like, I think that's where like that becomes a problem. It sucks because I get that gender dysphoria that people have and the anger that comes from that. And I don't think that's something you can fully understand until you've been there. And even I'm not like, haven't had it as bad as other people. But in my situation, I've been very like, hey, I prefer this. I get people mess up, but if you're close to me and you're still using he, him, come on, dude. Like,
exactly.
like that's when I'll get like upset. And then there's people, if they like, I haven't really experienced it, but I have friends that are like trans that have experienced where people use like it as like
on purpose.
Yeah, and that's where
I do too.
Yeah, exactly. I think
that's
where
freaking.
That's where I feel like it.
Yeah,
people get
they're
upset
just being
about
an
it.
asshole.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I think there's a mentality on like internet culture of like for gender stuff where it's like, you misgendered me, like those jokes. Like I've had one of those jokes done to my face at the school, and that sucks. And there's like this whole internet culture of idea of like, oh, these like special snowflakes of people like getting all pissed off if you misgender them, and it's like, yeah, because most of the people that are doing that on purpose to like hurt that person. Yeah.
So that I think that's my initial thing is that like it's more about respect.
Yeah, totally.
Like if you don't like being referred to as fuckhead, then I'm not going to call you fuckhead.
Yeah, totally.
Because that's disrespectful. And so just don't, and just refer to people the way that they would like to be. And if you make a mistake, like
that's fine. Like, and that's the thing that sucks because gender dysphoria comes from mistakes and stuff like that. And I think it's more like if you make a mistake, apologize and keep trying instead of like saying you're trying and not actually trying. That's like a thing that happens all the time with pronouns. And like my stuff with gender is going to be different than everybody else's with gender. That's the cool thing about gender, and the scary thing about gender is like everybody has their own experiences with it. So I can't
talk to people about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I can't. The things I'm going to say might not relate to somebody else, and that's cool. They have their own life with it. But I agree. Going back to what we were talking about before, like. Yeah, like you don't have to fall under one thing. It's not like you have this term and it's like there's only two terms. There's only there's only male and female. You know, like there's only Democrat and Republican. There's only like you know this thing and that thing. It's so liberating to just be like, I'm gonna be me, and that's sick, and I'm gonna do what is important to me and take care of myself.
Yeah, it's great.
That's fucking so cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure you feel that way too with a lot of stuff.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
and especially since I don't fall into like my political, religious, spiritual, whatever beliefs, whatever all that mess is like I don't know, anarcho techno communists or whatever that might mean, but like there's not a box for it, like
no.
And so like it's just what it is.
Yeah, exactly. You can have conversations with people and learn and change, and that's cool. Yeah. Cool.
The question that I usually try to ask at the end of the second one is, but it kind of turns into something long, but let's try to like keep it short-ish. What's something that you've been listening to, watching, or playing
cool that
you want other people to know about?
I'll give a shout outs to the McElroy brothers again for their podcasts. My brother and me and Adventure Zone are hilarious and super fun to watch or listen to. Also, if you're a big gaming person, I really recommend the Giant Bomb podcast. They're great journalists over there, and they're really great at keeping me like I listen to them to keep you updated with game journalism and stuff like that. Music wise, oh geez, now I'm on the spot. I can't think of anybody. I've been listening to a lot of Yellow Magic Orchestra. They're like one of my favorite groups of all time, but they just got put on Spotify. They're a late 70s, early 80s synth pop group from Japan.
Cool.
And I love them. And they're really good. And I love them a lot.
Cool.
Games. I don't know if I would recommend playing the Animal Crossing app game, but
you're playing it.
Yeah, but I'm playing it. I love it. It's a lot of people don't like it because it's not what they want out of an Animal Crossing app game. They want the full Animal Crossing experience in an app game. And I totally get that, and you have the right to be like, I don't like this, but I don't want that. I want to pick it up for 5 minutes and do whatever.
Sure.
It's super fun. It's super cute. It's nice. I like hanging out, seeing my friends, camp parks. I can't wait to get that. I'm trying to get a what is it called? A half pipe right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so my animal friends can shred constantly.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's that first things that come into my mind.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Clipping still.
Oh, I love Clipping. Clipping's so good.
Yeah.
Did you see them when they were in town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I like got into it.
Oh, super cool.
I,
They
like,
were really weird for that. I didn't. That was really weird to see them in that lineup.
Yeah. Like I had heard work on Song Exploder, and then I remembered their name because of Song Exploder. And I was like, oh, I should go see Clipping.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Yeah,
But,
it's sick.
but yeah, I've been obsessed with Clipping for a little while.
Yeah.
Watching, I recently watched Stranger Things season 2.
Oh, that's like
excellent.
next on my to watch list.
Yeah.
I'm finishing my rewatch of Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like 2 episodes away from finishing it. And I'm gonna start that. I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then playing, I'm gonna play Everybody's Gone in the Rapture. I'm still playing Pyre.
Cool.
And yeah, it's just really good. Also on watching Nerdwriter and Wisecrack.
I love
Just
Nerdwriter.
Right.
I love Nerdwriter. The YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I love Nerdwriter so
Yeah.
much. Yeah. His Steely Dan video is really good. I showed that to my dad, and he was like, oh, I love this. His stuff's really good. Just his production and everything is really good.
Oh, yeah.
Something I forgot to mention for watching, I watched Jim and Andy, the documentary on Netflix about Jim Carrey playing Andy Kaufman.
Oh, I saw that was there. But
It's really good.
Yeah.
I can't recommend it enough. Even if you haven't seen the movie or know anything about Andy Kaufman, it's really good at getting you interested. And now I want to watch Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because they talk about that movie also in the documentary.
It's really good. It's a really good movie. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Before we get too far into it.
Right.
Thank you for having me.
No, yeah, of course. Thank you for being with for doing the podcast and for arguing with me.
Yeah, of course. I didn't think it was an argument.
Right.
I think it was really good. It's really good to see. It's really good to have a conversation about that, and it's really good to see that kind of stuff.
Where can we find you and your things?
You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/Patamon, like the Digimon. I'm really proud of that one. You can go to cosmostanza.bandcamp.com for my rock music I work on with my friends. You can find my my electronic music at soundcloud.com /canon-kid. You can follow Galaxy Swim Team on Twitter and Facebook, and also our website is galaxyswimteam.com for label stuff. And you can listen to my podcast I run with my sibling Garland about NASCAR and all other things racing at rollingstartfour20.tumblr.com. Yeah, thank you for having me. It was a really good time.
I'm Santiago Ramones.
I'm Maxwell Moore.
You can find all the things that I do on my website, santiagoramones.com. I have music as well as this podcast. You can leave reviews on the podcast app if you're using that, or just comment on my website if you like what's going on or if you'd like me to talk about some stuff. Episode 100 is next, and I will.
Dang!
Since I interview other people, I am going to be interviewed.
That's good. That's a good
episode 100.
That's a good 100.
So stay tuned for that. That would be a lot of fun. I end every podcast with my 3 things to sort of shape my life philosophy and the way that I act and treat people around the world. And those 3 things are: love never fails, it's going to be okay, I might be wrong.
Awesome. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
it
you.
was- yeah, of course. That was good. It was a great conversation.